Hey guys, this one is the Heir, and this is King Maxon and Queen America's daughter. So, they had a set of twins, and she came first, so they didn't want to take the crown away from her just because she's female. So she has spent her entire 18 years of life trying to become, or studying to become the queen someday, when Maxon and America step down. In doing that, there has been a lot of pressure and a lot of keeping her guard up as to what everyone around her's intentions are. So she is not the bubbliest or friendliest sometimes. And during Maxon and America's reign, they have semi-successfully done away with the societal numbers that say, hey, you're a 3, you can only do this profession. You're a 6, you can only do that profession. Not anymore. It doesn't matter what number your family came from. If you want to do it, go for it. Only the problem with that is the businesses haven't taken a liking to that. They don't want to hire just anybody with the passion for the profession. They want the actual family number thing. So there has been a lot of hate towards the royal family for that. In order for the media to focus on something else, Maxon in America convinced Evelyn here to start her own selection process and find her future king. Only Evelyn has spent her entire life thinking she was going to rule alone and wasn't really interested in finding a king to rule with, because why? She was going to be the most powerful woman in the country, so why would she lose some of that power for a husband? That's her way of thinking. But in order to please her parents, she finally agrees and lets 35 boys, I guess, come stay at the palace, and she starts to dwindle down immediately, almost, by eliminating 12 right after introductions. So first impressions with her really do count. And then she goes on a few dates, to which a few more individuals get eliminated, either because they were unimpressive or inappropriate in some way. Some even go as far as to start fights with the other selected guys. So her parents kind of take that one hard, considering they were the ones who were supposed to do background checks and vet these guys, but a few bad apples ended up coming anyway, so they were eliminated pretty quickly as well. So along with her siblings, she's got 3 brothers, but along with those brothers, she also grew up with some other kids from the palace who are not technically royalty, but they've lived at the palace practically their whole lives, so they kind of know our girl very, very well, as you would imagine. And one of those kids ends up being one of the selected. And I think that's the one that she's actually going to end up with, but we'll have to see about that. As soon as she finds out that he's one of the selected, she is mortified because they've never really gotten along, because his sister is the worst. Literally the worst, and she kind of holds that against him, which that's not technically his fault because he knows she's the worst, but that's beside the point. Back to our girl. So yeah, there's a lot of pressure to be the perfect queen and to make this election look good for the press, but every decision, literally every decision she makes, backfires in one way or another, whether it be dates going bad or her forgetting to make a date with this guy at all, whatever. Sometimes she actually makes dates with the appropriate guys and forgets to invite the press. So it's not documented at all, which is kind of the point to the entire selection, other than for her to find an actual husband. We gotta keep it in the press because we don't want the societal numbers issue in the press anymore. So it's been a very, very exciting roller coaster ride reading this book. Yeah, it kind of made me cry at the end, considering she was finally understanding that her parents did have a lot of issues in the beginning, but they worked through them all and are very much in love, so that is possible, even for her. So, she's kind of coming around to getting serious about this election, especially after her twin, yes, she has a twin, runs off with his girlfriend to get married, and his girlfriend is in line to be the next French queen, so his ties to their country are just a name on a piece of paper at this point, because the marriage is legal. So yeah, a lot has happened, and the news of him getting married without any of his family present kind of takes a toll on especially his mother, whose family has heart issues, and you can guess what happens next. What happens after she finds out that, I have no idea, because that's kind of where it ended. If you have any recommendations, let me know in the comments, and let me know what you think about this book in the comments as well. Bye, friends!